I call it turtle maxing, as this backpack is really like my shell, my home. Everything that I would need to survive and thrive as I walk very slowly, weighted down by all my possessions. I find myself like the lowly turtle. And as you guys know, I've made it to a new area in northern Cali. I'm up here with my bud. He's staying in a homeless shelter, and gave you guys a brief synopsis of the lowdown. How it truly is to stay at a shelter in the year 2026. We're the youngest specimens to be. Well, he's staying there. I merely come there for the grub. Because, guys know me, I can't pass up a good meal. Yeah, you know, people complain about the meat being a bit dry, about some of the goods that you get being, expired by a few days. But I got a hardened stomach. And I'm not going to shy away from a meal. I need the calories. Calories in, calories out. You know how it goes. I found myself doing a lot of walking. I mean, we're probably doing every bit of 3-4 hours of walking every single day, to the point where this poor little footsie on the left here has got a blister the size of a dollar coin. You know, we've drained it. We've done all that's required, but yeah, it's becoming quite the pain. But you know what? I'm alive. Pain reminds me that I'm alive. And I'd rather feel physical pain and have something to focus on. I'd rather be walking with all this weight on my back from here to there, A to B, hopefully to C, as I, cope once again being a vagabond in a new place, rather than being stuck as an apathetic sack with an abysmal routine where I was only becoming more and more sedentary each passing day. I think I'm going to stick it out here for a little bit. We're going to try to see what resources they do have, as this is not a very bustling city. Meaning, it's a bit easier to get plugged in with some kind of shelter or some kind of program than it would be in a big booming city as I was in. So the hardest part has been, though, finding a place to stay, as since I'm not going to be going to the shelter for the aforementioned reasons in the post I've already made, I have to instead find a place away from where all the other homeless stay. Now, one good thing, call me a race realist, but there's only white people out here. I love it, man. Homeless whites as far as the eye can see. The whole shelter, nothing but white people. It's a joy. It's a pleasure. Oh my gosh, guys. I can't tell you how happy I am to be only surrounded by white degenerates. Oh my gosh. It's a sight to behold. To go from the big old city I was in, where it was 3-1 in terms of black on white, to be out here and not see really any blacks at all. I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on the pulse quite yet. But you know me, I'm sure it's gonna worm its way into my noggin one of these days. And I'll tell you guys all about it. I'll make a nice little community post it's funny because, I write these posts and they're pretty lengthy, and it seems like a lot of you guys read it. So, hey, praise be. I guess I can at least write something entertaining and digestible for you guys, for you chaps. But we're out here, and as you can tell, I got a bit more chutzpah, bit more vigor. Okay, some life has been breathed back into my lungs. Some pep is back in my step. And as I've been re-energized through my acquaintance with my long-lost comrade, my brother in arms, so to speak. I mean, I found myself going back to my, bubbly self, my personable self. The apathy, it's just flown away. It's just melted away, seeping into the ground, and hopefully not to be seen for much longer. And I had that wake-up call of, what are you doing, man? You ain't ready to go in the woods. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have not read up on foraging. I don't know how to trap. I got no experience hunting. I got no clue how to prepare a killed animal, small or large. Being as I'm still so close to civilization, I have to go 50 to 100 miles out if I wanted to have a big enough fire to dry meats, or if I wanted to, I don't know, set off a firearm by chance to make things a bit easier. If not, I'd have to get a bow, or I'd have to get a BB gun or something like that. Things that require funding, things that require training, time, patience. And being as you got to go so far out of civilization in order to get some good game and get that solitude, that ease of mind that you can build a shelter, unlike the last time. If you guys have been following this channel, you know what happened in the last shelter I tried to build, just a few miles away from civilization. It got found out and burned to ash. Oh yeah.
Someone has literally burned down my entire campsite. Everything I own is now completely gone.
Yeah. Not gonna make that same mistake, but we're also not gonna sit here and think that, we're fucking Daniel Boone, okay? Or Jeremiah Johnson. I'm not any of these characters, okay? Gone are the days. I did not have a father to teach me the bare requisites of survival. I did not get trained up in being an outdoorsman. So who am I to think I'm going to be some fucking bushman by just reading a book, watching some YouTube videos? I mean, it was funny as fuck to me. I've been talking to some of these old hobos, and they're like, yeah, I'd love to just go in the woods. And I'm like telling these guys, I'm like asking them, like, in all seriousness, well, why don't you? Oh, well, this and this. I'm like, okay, I got you. And they're like, well, you could. And I'm like, yeah, well, as I just described to you guys, I told them the same. And they're like, oh, no, just, watch Corporal's Corner. I'm like, God, man, I don't even have the time nor the patience to explain, like, the idiocy, the ignorance of such a thing. Like, okay, I ain't gonna into the wild, Max, guys. I'm not a dummy boy. So, yep, we're on our way to finding some place to rest our head for the night. As you guys know, I'm turtle maxing. I'm hoping to find my master splinter, as Ra's al Ghul said to Bruce Wayne when he's stuck in that prison.
At 6, Mr. Wayne.
How do you know my name?
The world is too small for someone like Bruce Wayne to disappear, no matter how deep he chooses to sink.
Who are you?
My name is merely Ducard, but I speak for Ra's al Ghul, a man greatly feared by the criminal underworld. A man who can offer you a path.
What makes you think I need a path?
Someone like you is only here by choice. You have been exploring the criminal fraternity, but whatever your original intentions, You have become truly lost.
And that's where I am, guys. I'm truly lost. Got no clue what I'm doing. But maybe, just maybe, through the resources available to me, through some time and patience, maybe, just maybe, I can get myself a little hotel. If they're gonna like put me up, get some food, get a new routine in a place that's a lot better. I mean, there's a ton of mountains around me, man. Like tons of mountains, tons of hiking I could do. And yeah, like I said, I got like a new breath of life. I think the city is one of the worst places for you to be. I'm gonna be like perfectly honest with you guys. That was rope fuel. It took everything out of me. I mean, as soon as I got there, I was like, man, this was a mistake. And you guys are telling me it was a mistake for sure. Going to California, that's not a mistake. But what you guys think of California is like the big cities along the coast or like Los Angeles, Skid Row. I'm not thinking of those kind of things. I'm thinking of like the parks. I'm thinking of all the hiking, the mountains, and the scenery and the beauty and the temperate climate. That's what I'm thinking. And I found that out here. So we're exploring our options in terms of like maybe some volunteering I can do that utilizes housing, and also will take advantage of the skills that I have in the trades, because dude, I just want to help. I want to plug into something and be a part of something bigger than myself. I know that if I got to continue being selfish and focus only on numero uno, we're going to get back into that low melancholia, that apathetic state that I've spoken so many times about, to the point where you guys are like, you know, you're worried about me, and I got every right to be. I mean, no one should be talking the way I am, especially at this age. But look around. I mean, come on. I mean, the things to talk about, the things that are in the sphere, the things we're all intimately acquainted with going forward, it should be enough to get us all thinking a bit darker, right? It's why this sphere is called the black pill. Okay, it's not called the pink pill. It's not called the white pill. It's not the light pill. No, it's black. It's dreary. It's dismal. So, as you can see, okay, my shell, my beautiful red shell that I carry on my back, that you've seen in the photos, you know, it's an extension of me. This is my body right here, okay? It's my home away from home. This is all I have, my baby. And I protect it with my life. Now today, you guys saw as well that I bought some essentials for about $30, and I'm gonna stay true to my word. This channel is not only a place that I can, relay my thoughts, my experiences, and be very transparent, open, and honest about what it is exactly that I am doing on the day-to-day, but it's also a place in which I can interact with all of you guys. I try to make it abundantly clear, as long as your comment isn't complete drivel. It doesn't, detract from a video or try to, veer off into something not related. I will engage with every one of you, or at least try to interact, give a heart or a like or something to your comment, because you guys do. You take the time out of your day to comment. You watch the videos. You try to get to know me, and the least I can do is try to repay the favor and interact with you guys. Because as much as you guys are but, ethereal, you're, over a screen. I don't know who any of you are. I'm not intimately acquainted, as we're not doing this face-to-face. It's not one-on-one. It's not intimate. You guys are still taking time out of the day, and this is the age of tech. I gotta adapt. I can't be so, idealistic and hoping that things go back to the way they are. They're not, okay? Like, online relations are all we got, okay? This is all we got. And I've been, so many people have been so gracious to me. I was such a bitter, spiteful asshole but a year ago. And I really tore down a lot of people, rightfully, but also a bit too hastily. as I'm known to do, not giving people a fair shake, as I would like to have been done to myself. Yet they still shouted me out. They still watched my videos. They still saw the progression over the year. And here we are now. The channel's quite huge. 30 new subs in like a couple days. And yeah, a lot of you guys have really been helping me out. I try to, thank every single one of you who have taken the time to comment and donate. And I want you guys to know that I am using these funds wisely. I'm not, wasting it on Vice. I'm not, going out and just, going hog wild. Okay, I am trying to be wise with things that you guys, I haven't really donated money to people because I haven't had any. So it's just amazing to see that you guys have even given me anything. I'm appreciative for even $5. Means I can get something warm to drink. But I digress. Tomorrow I'll be getting some new shoes. I still got these, ones that got holes in them and whatnot. And we'll be getting like something waterproof and, more durable. I'm thinking like a Merrell hiking shoe. And that'll be it. Get a nice Merrell hiking shoe. I got new socks, wool socks or whatnot. And I think we're going to see what transpires here. I'm taking it day by day, month by month. Who knows? Maybe I'll only be here for a month. As you guys know, and I was up in New York for a while. And then I went down to another place in New York, and I was only there for a few months. And then I went down to Cali, an area in Cali. I was only there for a month. And now I'm out here in another area. Who knows? Maybe I'll be out here only for a month, and then I'll be moving on to somewhere else. But I'm not on the move just to be on the move. I'm trying to make do with what I have. I'm trying to see what's available. And I am ultimately trying to do something with my life, because it shouldn't be over, and I shouldn't give up, and you guys are making that clear. So I'm gonna, through your support, through your optimism, your encouragement, I'm not just gonna cast that to the side. You could say I've had a change of heart, a change of mind, right? A mind for change. That's me, constantly trying to change my mind. It is possible. Do enough introspection, away from the screen, away from other voices, allowing all the differing things in the mind to finally work itself out in solitude and quiet and peace. And it's starting to click. I'm starting to have some revelations, as you might say. I'm not optimistic, I'm not hopeful, but we are going to see. I'll keep you guys updated. Peace out.
I counted 6, Mr. Wayne.
How do you know my name?
The world is too small for someone like Bruce Wayne to disappear, no matter how deep he chooses to sink.
Who are you?
My name is merely Ducard, but I speak for Raz Al Ghul, a man greatly feared by the criminal underworld. A man who can offer you a path.
Makes you think I need a path.
Someone like you is only here by choice. You have been exploring the criminal fraternity, but whatever your original intentions, you have become truly lost.